Hello everybody, I'm just here AFKing at my string farm, double spider spawner type thing here, because I'm starting a new project that I thought I'd tell you about, and I've used up all my stocks of wool, and I thought I'd better build them up again. Anyway, I'll show you what I've been doing. Well, first off, before I tell you what my new project is, I thought I'd say a big thank you to Mr. Red, because he gave me some advice on my melon farm as to why the top tier wasn't working. I followed that advice, and surprisingly enough it's working really well now, so thank you Mr. Red, that was really helpful. Just pop out there and have a look and see if I've got any melons to harvest. Yay, there we go, look, completely full house of melons. Thanks for that advice Mr. Red. Oh, and in case you were wondering, my mistake was the ceiling was too low. And melons won't grow directly under a stone block, whereas they will with dirt, but not stone. And since I've moved the ceiling up by one, it's all working perfectly. So I've got a few melons out of that, but I can live with that. See, my stock's coming up a bit, so it's definitely working. Quite pleased with that, actually. Now, about my new project. I've been thinking for a while that I'd like a gold farm, and having completed the cow farm and done a bit of housekeeping around the place, I did something that I've also been wanting to do for a while. Oh, look, some slime's coming in. For ages I've wanted to go up to 1.8.3 in Minecraft, but I haven't gone about that as such because I hadn't yet broken onto the top of the nether, which is what I wanted to do to start my gold farm. Well, spent most of today doing just that. I built this ladder up through and managed to break through the nether, managed to make a real schoolboy error as well. I entered pearl up onto the nether with the bone meal, with my saplings, with a load of building materials, an obsidian, built myself a portal, looked in my inventory, never had a flint and steel to light the portal, and never bought any dirt. So basically I had to kill myself. I put everything in the chest, I had to kill myself to get back down again. Oh, actually this is the top of the nether and it's the room I built. I'm quite pleased with this ceiling. It's both sorts of andesite, you know, sort of plain and polished. I think it goes really well together, I like that. Anyway, back to the story. So, I enderpearled back up again on top of the nether with the right stuff this time and made a start on building my farm. I built this as a bit of a safe house and I've carpeted the floor to stop any spawns happening in here, and I've got this is a bouncy pad as well, just in case I accidentally fall off the ladder or anything, and it has saved me a couple times. And I've covered that with carpet as well to stop any spawns. And basically as I said, I want to build the gold farm, and it's now sort of coming into view. It's definitely the biggest project I've ever decided to take on, and these floors are massive. They seem massive to me. And yes, if you can see that rings out of kilter, I know it is, but I'd already built the top two rings, and when I was building the bottom third ring I got it wrong and I need to put it right, but I'd got to the stage where I just couldn't do any more to it. I was fed up with it, so I thought I'd leave it till I'd calmed down. Hence making this video, really. It's just something different to do, and let me chill out. And see, the pigmen are spawning up here quite well, so I think it will work. The design is one that a chap called Snocrash has published on YouTube, and I'll put a link to that in the description of the video so you can see it. And his farm looks quite impressive. I've got a few things to do before I can complete it. I need packed ice, and as yet I haven't got any way of getting packed ice. I need to go and find a nice spike biome, so that's a bit of adventuring I have to do. But basically all three of these, there'll be 3 floors. I've made a bit of a boob on that floor, so I need to rejig it I mean, you can see from up here where I went wrong. I've got a tour, and then a tour, and it should have been 6. Well, I missed out one of the... Oh, wow. Look at that. Ooh. Ghastly. Ghastly, ghastly. Ah. So I actually got that floor right, and this one wrong. Anyway, I'm not going to get hung up on that. I gave it up because I'd had sort of like Minecraft lag. I've put so much cobblestone down, I just needed to get away from it, which I still do. I'll give it a day before I come back to this, just to let me get back into the swing of things. Hopefully get down before that ghast gets me. I have been killed a few times doing this by ghast, been shot off there, but it hasn't been too bad. Can't even see it from here. Yeah, I've still got the 3rd floor to complete and the top floor to do to stop gas spawning. And if I can build it as Snocrash built it, it should be a pretty impressive thing. You're sort of getting 30 levels out of it, the XP out of it in a minute, which seems ridiculous. And lots of gold drops and stuff, so I'm quite looking forward to completing that. I was quite attracted by it, by the fact that there's very little redstone. The only redstone there really was an elevator to bring the pistons up. There we go, back down to here. So, back in my nether portal room. I've got plans also. I'd like to build, because my nether fortress, or the nearest one to my base portal, is this way, quite a way, and I need to make a minecart railway to get there. Really, it's too far to run, and it's quite dangerous. So I need to make a proper covered walkway to get there, or cartway if you like. I'll show you the bit that is dangerous. I'm not going to run along it at the moment because my deaths today, I've sort of got Minecraft lag and I don't want to die anymore. Can be frustrating. It's funny because today I actually looked around one of my old maps. In fact, my first Minecraft map. There we are, and it's a long way out across the lava over there. And I've had enough ghastly ghasts today, so I won't be going out there to show you that today. Yeah, I was looking through my old map, and it's amazing how, well, not matures, that's the wrong way, but it's amazing how much you learn and your builds become better. Because I was looking at some of my old builds, and they were really quite rubbish. No headroom, no storage. I mean, parts of the base was good, but on my old base, but parts of it wasn't very good at all. The reason I gave up on that map actually is because I had a corrupted chunk, and also the nether never worked properly there. I could never get the portals to marry up, and I tried everything, but they just wouldn't work together for some reason. But anyway, I digress. Back to my base. I'm just going to have a quick check on my cow farm and see how it's going. It seems to be very productive. I think I've got 5 or 6 stacks of leather already, which is what I was doing, and several stacks of beef. It was also quite nice to actually have a use for my slime, making that bounce pad, because I've got this lovely productive slime farm, and I haven't really used much of the slime. There's a double chest there, another one. That one's full now. Starting on that one, and I've got a double chest of blocks there, and there's more in there. I've taken a few out because I've used them up in the nether. I'm quite excited about getting my gold farm working, but I just need a break. I've been doing it. I went out last night with the lads, sort of like class reunion, and I needed one. I think the best way of putting it is I needed a quiet day. So I spent several hours playing Minecraft today and just chilling out. Now I may go back to AFK in here. I do quite like this string farm, but it's quite ugly because I originally built it as an XP farm, and then when I made the better skeleton XP farm, I just quickly converted this over to be just a strings farm. So consequently it's not really bespoke, it's sort of like a patch-up job, but it works well enough. Mind you, if I can get my gold farm and XP farm new one that I'm working on to operate like Snocrash was on this video, I think my Scully XP farm will be redundant as well. But I suppose that's part of the game, isn't it? You learn new things. Now I need to make an... I'm hoping the microphone sounds better, because I had the sound levels turned right up. And there's a bit crackly and distorty. And also, I'm hoping I can make my video settings better as well, and make it better quality. But we shall see if that works or not. I must admit I was quite impressed by Data's latest release at the 60 FPS. I mean, his video on YouTube looks just as good to me as my playing of Minecraft on my computer. It looks lovely. And probably a bit better if anything. So I mean, he's obviously got a far better graphics card than I have. Right. Up to the cow farm and have a look. See what's happening up there. Oh, that's something I was going to tell you as well. The last time when I showed you the video of the cow farm, I was thinking whether to enclose the access to the killing room, and I have done that. I can get in through one of my towers now, which I will show you. There we go, it's down through this tower on the right here. I mean, there's nothing in this tower anyway, so I mean, it's good to be using it really. And this takes me down to the killing room. Oh, I've got a few cows ready to go again. Let's get my looting sword down. Have I picked it up? Don't think so. There it is. Looting 2. Gonna have to enchant up, get some more levels up and enchant up another one and see if I can get looting 3. Anyway, let's harvest the cows and see what I get out of it. It's quite handy really, because I've noticed that the mature cows are easier to hit, and whereas the immature ones tend to stand back in the hole a little bit. So you can kill the mature ones and not worry too much about the immature ones, or not worry about killing them and getting nothing from them. See, that wasn't a bad hole. 46 leather and 49 beef or steak. As you can see, I'm starting to get a decent quantity of leather together now. I mean, basically I want to build a sort of grand library on my... Now let's work it out, because I got this wrong in the last video. That's the ground floor. This is the first floor. And... oh, I thought I saw a witch over there. Getting jumpy and dreaming. So this is the first floor we're on. So this will be the second floor. Not the third, as I said last time. I can hear there's some skellies and a little zombie hanging around somewhere. They must be outside. So this would be the... if there was such a thing as the third floor, but really this is the top tower. My plan is I'd like to have like a master library on this floor. I know it's not the biggest place to have a library, but I think if I fill it up with books and have my enchanting table and everything up here, it'd be quite cool. Quite like this room. I like the view from it. See, a good view of the cow farm down there. That baby zombie must be out on the roof somewhere. And as far as I could concerned, he can stay there. He's doing me no harm out there. Let's pop down and have a look at the cow farm. I had to raise the ground up a little bit here to sort of cover... look at you, Skelly. To cover the walkway to the killing room. Oh. Now I was going to say something or do something then. Completely gone out of my mind. Distracted, but... eat! That's what I was going to do. I noticed my hunger bar was coming down. And of course I've got plenty of steak now. Be eating that forever more. Now I've been having the same sort of problems that Data's mentioned. I'm getting more than 2 cows and these things. It doesn't seem to be a problem as such. And when I've been breeding them, I've noticed I've sometimes got two calves come out of one of these multi-holes. I did notice that the first time this happened though, I killed all the extra ones and just left two in each one, and I had to break into the water channel down there to pick up their drops, you know, the leather and the beef, because I've used the half slab trip to extend the water channels. Any of the drops get hung up on the half slab, so they don't actually get swept down into the killing room. So I think if I was to do it again, I wouldn't bother with doing the half slab and the sign trick. I would just drop it down a level each time. And in fact, in my situation, that would probably have been better for me, because that would have lowered the killing room, and I wouldn't have had to raise the floor level up there, or the grass level up, to cover the passageway. But I think I'm going to do a bit more landscaping here and bring this level up anyway, so it looks a bit more natural. But it's on the to-do list, as most things seem to be. Anyway, I wanted to show you the progress I've made on my gold farm. And still need to do quite a lot, because it's a massive thing. It's probably the biggest build I've ever undertaken, so getting it right will take a bit of effort. But I'm definitely going to have to go on an adventure to find a nice spike biome. Next up, in fact I might do that next, because I'm just a bit fed up with placing cobblestone blocks at the moment. And when I got that third ring out of kilter by one, I was a bit fed up with the whole thing, to be fair. Anyway, I just thought I'd show you the progress on my project. When there's more to show you, when I've done a bit more, I'll make another vid. Alright guys, thanks for watching again. Cheers.